See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey everybody, it's Jackie Broll.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. Welcome to the Red State Update Podcast. If you are the kind of person who hates President Donald H. Trump, the H stands for I hate him.
Yeah.
Now listen, you can go a lot of places on the internet these days. You don't need Jackie Broles, my friend here.
Yeah.
Elderly, grizzled old redneck who hates Donald
just say
J. Trump.
he's up there in age, and that's it, leave it at that.
And me, Dunlap, your buddy, you don't need us. You can go anywhere because half this country hates Donald Trump.
Yep.
Thinks he should be removed from office.
Oh, yeah. He should be.
The other half of the country
Don't give a damn.
That's it.
It's not like
some of them love him.
Yeah, he can't do no wrong. We all know it. I mean,
and some of them just don't give a damn.
No, they just don't give a damn is what it is.
So you can just lump them all and they don't give a damn. Maybe you hate Donald H. Trump.
Well, I do, yeah.
Maybe you think, okay, well, he's done a lot of crazy things. I'm just trying to get in the mind of an undecided voter.
Crazy.
He's kind of wacky. Like, I don't appreciate the language. I mean, there's things I don't want to tell my kids that he did. I don't like the attitude or the way he treats friends and foes alike. The Russia thing is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know who to believe on that one. I'm just trying to get in the mind of the undecided.
Keep going.
And
you got a lot more to go through, but go on.
I guess when all's said and done, the economy's doing okay. If he was really so stupid and ignorant, he wouldn't mess up the economy. I mean, it wouldn't still be going strong, right? If he was as dumb as they say and as corrupt, the economy still wouldn't be going strong. And the economy seems to be going strong. I mean, I got a job. I mean, I got 3 jobs, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Got 3 jobs. My wife's got 3 or 4, depending on how you count, like taking in people's laundry. She enjoys it. So I don't know if that's an actual job, and it's all paid under the table.
Yeah.
She does it when should be sleeping, but she can't sleep because of the pain. But she can't go to the doctor because we don't have health insurance.
No.
But the economy is doing great. So I guess I'm going to vote for Trump again. I don't even know who the Democrats are going to run. Who's running? Hillary? I mean, I ain't going to not vote for her again.
Lock her up.
Lock her up, probably. I don't know. I try not to be too political. But I guess I'll vote for Trump. I don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah.
Keep things pretty stable.
The man whose mind you're in, you're working things out, I just want to ask this real quick. Is he happen to be racist?
Speaking on behalf of the man?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself racist.
Oh, okay.
I think it's okay to look out for, what about white pride?
All right, that's enough. Thank you, sir.
Well, no, I got more to say on this.
That's enough for me. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what?
Kindly.
The back of my T-shirt says a lot right here.
All right.
Can you see? You see what it says?
No, I don't see what it says. Are you the man? Are you playing? Are you?
No, I'm doing an imaginary.
How am I supposed to know what imaginary shirt he's wearing?
Blue Lives Matter.
Oh yeah.
Or it's a Punisher flag or something.
Oh, what?
I get them all confused. I don't know what's what anymore. So half the country hates Donald J. H. Trump.
Yep.
And half the country don't care one way or another.
Just don't care.
They like trolling. But half the country's out there are hating on him. So you don't have to come to us, is all I'm saying. We appreciate you making the choice to come here with your MSNBC moms, Jackie and Dunlap, to hear us complain about Donald J. H. Trump one more time. But, we're running out of weeks here in 2019. I can't believe we made it. Now, one of them Trump trollers on Facebook, Jackie, would say, "Oh, well, where's that apocalypse? How come he ain't a fascist?" I mean, I would argue that he is.
Well, yeah.
But how come everything's still around? I went to Walmart the other day. That still seemed the same to me. I mean, there was, granted, a mass shooting while I was there.
But other than that,
things seemed the same to me. Possibly racially motivated.
All right. Yep.
Jury's still out, as far as I can tell.
What?
This is America, and it was in 2016. I mean that guy now. And it is
all
now,
right, yep.
And it will be next year when we're all dead. See who's laughing in.
Huh? I ain't laughing. Ain't nothing funny to me about this at all. Not a damn thing.
What about when he made himself look like Rocky?
That's not even... how are you supposed to laugh at that?
Meet the depressed.
It's just pathetic. It's just like, why would you... I mean, of course they say he did it look at all y'all. Ha ha, he knows just what to do to make y'all... It's just stupid either way. I don't give a damn whether he made me do anything. Why would you put your head... Never mind.
What is his story of that? Somebody else out there put his head on Rocky, and then he seen it, and he retweeted it.
I don't know if he did one of them things. I think it come right from him, but he got it from somewhere. Obviously, I don't think he knows how to work a computer to put his head on bodies. But if he did, we'd be looking at a different body every damn week on there. So thank the Lord he don't know how to hit buttons and make his head be on that or whatever.
He didn't have it commissioned.
And that's I'm aware of.
I mean, we didn't pay for that. That's all I'm asking.
That I don't know. We're going to pay for it in some way. We're paying for it now.
Frank Stallone liked it. Oh yeah, so your soul is definitely paying for it. Frank Stallone liked it.
Who's that?
Sylvester Stallone's brother.
Yeah, well,
if you go to his Instagram, it's mostly, just it's sort of sad. Sort of angering. A lot of... What did he do? He was a singer.
He's singing. I know who you're talking about now. He's a singer. He used to sing. He sang songs. He rocked his brother, and he sang songs, yeah.
He's a good son. Lots of pictures of his mother in there. Pictures of him. He's in good shape. Pictures of him working out.
His mama's got something on one of those computer things on the phone I seen. His mama got one of them.
Oh, I'm sure she must have her own then.
Emidam, or whatever you call it.
TikTok.
Something. She's on there doing all sorts of stuff, always holding a picture of Rocky. I don't think she'd ever once mentioned the other one. Not once.
Are any of these pictures of Rocky actually pictures of Trump?
That I don't think so. But.
Okay, let's just say Trump is not Rocky. He's not Rocky in the Rocky franchise, but what character is the most like Trump in the Rocky films? And we'll include the Creeds.
Which one now?
Who is Trump most like? I want to say...
out of all the Rockies.
Paulie, but that's just... I don't want to throw Paulie under the bus.
That's pretty hard on him. I like Paulie. I mean, Paulie still, a mess, but
he does seem like somebody that would work for Trump.
Well, he's racist. There's one thing Paulie is, right?
He hates robots.
He doesn't like robots, but he don't like. He says things about Latino people and such. It was funny back in the 70s when Archie Bunker did it and Paulie did it.
Well, that was satire back then.
That's what it was. Rocky Brother was satire, but
you could laugh at it and then later tell people you had learned your lesson about it.
He was funny. He overreacted, screamed and hollered, and he had overweight. There's some comparison. Still, though, Paulie's likable somehow. With all that, still likable. Yes, no.
I'd like Burgess Meredith to yell at Trump. It's too bad that he's dead.
Yeah.
What all did Burgess Meredith say to Rocky? You remember?
I can't remember. Get up.
Get up. Get up.
Time. Get the hell up. Yeah, something like that.
You stupid. I'll kick your ass. Is that what he said?
Something like it, yeah.
I'll shove my fist up your asshole.
Well, I don't know if I said it.
Rock! Trump!
I don't know if I said it that much.
I'll choke ya. Did he choke? You ever tried to choke him?
I don't remember.
I remember him trying to get
at him. He screamed at him and tried to make him catch a chicken one time.
I'll choke you till you black out.
No, he didn't do that. He said catch this chicken.
I'll choke this chicken.
All right, I didn't.
You said it.
He gave Rocky. He said, Rocky, catch this damn chicken. That's what he did.
Choke. I guess I'm remembering the chicken, and whenever I hear the word chicken, automatically the words choke your, choke my, choke.
Can somebody do
choke
this?
Choke goes with chicken.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do all the computer things. I'm sure somebody's already done it. How many heads of Trump that they put on different people in Rocky? All of them by now?
Yeah, by now, sure.
Yeah.
Probably the robot. He's a little more like Sylvester Stallone in Copland, but like 8 times that. And not good.
Right, yeah.
Hearing's probably shot, though, I'd say. Clubbing, all that clubbing he did in the 90s with Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, why do you bring... We try not to talk about him because of what he did and also how he died. Don't want to talk about him.
He didn't kill himself.
All right, I said I didn't want to talk about how he died or what he did. No.
I get confused whose side you're on if you're against Jeffrey Epstein.
What?
Can you just be against Jeffrey Epstein in general?
I think everybody is against him. I think that, but it's who you don't like is who killed him is what it is.
That's what it is.
It's
okay,
him.
good.
Nobody likes him.
I'm against Jeff. I was afraid for a minute
but
there.
Explain this to me, though. Explain this to me. If we don't like him because of the terrible, horrible, just terrible things that he did,
yeah,
then why wouldn't you like Hillary Clinton for taking him out? Why wouldn't that endear you to her? Somebody needed to do it. Thank God.
No, but they're saying she did it so you wouldn't find out about.
Oh, she covering up
all her sex dungeons.
All right. Good God.
Or about her husband being on the plane, or Trump being on the plane. Maybe Trump and Bill Clinton got together and were like, shit, what are we going to do? I don't know who to ask for help.
That's the worst team up I ever heard of in my life.
You know who you need to ask? Like, I can't ask her. You ask her. I made her real mad. Lock her up. Well, you know what I did.
I like his show.
And then she storms in the room. You two fuck-ups.
Hey.
This is what they think on Q. This is the QAnon show. I'll take care of it. Except somehow Trump is good. I think that may be how Q people like Trump, even though he was with Jeffrey Epstein. Either he was undercover back then, Elvis was a narc.
Undercover, yeah.
Taking all the pills. He was narking with Jeffrey Epstein. So he's with Jeffrey Epstein, and then he kills Jeffrey Epstein. So he was undercover the whole time. I think that may be... That was just one Jenga block. The whole thing's going to come down soon. You just wait.
I think it's just a sad state that we're in a world today that whatever side you're on, whatever your opinion of them may be, it's going to be one part of it's going to be they molested children. That's what one side thinks of the other.
Well, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because we're in a crazy world now where the president got elected, even though we knew he had done all these crimes. And either you were aghast and just in shock and didn't know how to process the fact that we elected the crime guy, or you didn't care.
Yeah.
So none of the crimes matter. Everybody gets away with everything is what people think. Everybody's crooked. That's what the people think. Oh, politicians are all stupid. They're all on the take. They all do it. Oh, that's what they think. And so since everybody gets away with everything, you have to think of the worst possible thing, which is like sexually abusing children. And that can be the only thing you get upset about. That's why all the Q people only get upset about pedophilia, which you should get upset about.
Of course it's upsetting. Of course it is. It's supposed to be, but...
And not just like your cousin Larry. Like the whole, it's gotta go worse than that. It's like a conspiracy. It's got to be a sex ring conspiracy from the very top rich people. Sorry to bring up your cousin Larry, Jackie. I know that's a sensitive subject.
Look, they went to the place where Hillary had her children placed, or what, a dungeon or whatever, and there wasn't nothing there, right?
Right.
Right. And I'm just, he shot. I don't think anybody got killed, but the main man put the gun away or something. I can't remember. Anyhow,
look, they don't care. Nobody cares about the world ending because the sun's going to burn us up and the oceans will flood our lungs. Nobody cares that they shot up an elementary school. That's like 7 years ago now.
Yep.
People getting shot up every day. Nobody gives a shit about that. And if they do, they have to come up with some sort of conspiracy to explain it away. Nobody can do anything about it on either side. Except just more guns. The Supreme Court is about to hear a gun thing. So the worst possible things are happening already. And the only thing that people can get worked up about is pedophilia. Like the absolute worst possible thing. Not just pedophilia, but conspiracy rich people pedophilia. Which, I will say, to be fair, a lot of that turned out to be true.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's what I'm saying. They went underneath the page parlor. Wasn't nothing there, but there's video all over the computer of the president dancing around with this man around a bunch of young women. For that matter, there's a picture of Bill Clinton, young woman, side by side with him too.
All we're saying is, everybody's got to take. We can't all agree that Jeffrey Epstein is bad, so we can start there.
Yeah.
And maybe work our way back to some sort of cohesion as a country. What if Jeffrey Epstein is what finally brings us all together?
I said at the beginning, the first time his name come up, I said, let's not talk about him or what he does. Now we spent 20 damn minutes doing it.
Well, look, everybody's got to take Trump's GOP, put out a report.
A report, yeah.
Saying Trump did nothing wrong. After all the hearings.
There's 100-something pages. There's 100. I know they got conspiracy theories. That's the thing. That's what you talk about. But there's 100-something pages that he didn't do nothing wrong. And they did all that work, and I guarantee you, the president ain't going to read a page of it. Not one page of it.
Why would he read it? He told them what to write.
Yeah. Well, they all trying to kiss up to him all the time.
And Nadler's got history experts coming in to talk to America about impeachment.
That's what we need right now. I tell you. They say they were already saying Nadler messed everything up. He messed it up. It's going back to him. Schiff did a good job. He's going to mess it up. And the first thing announced he's doing is going to have professors,
history
people
talk about. Are we doing this right? I mean, only half of the country is going to care what these history experts have to say anyway. But then when you bring in history experts, you're going to start losing some of them. But I'm going to wait and see. Maybe they got this. Also, I want to go back, make sure people know that I'm against pedophilia and against Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes, of course. What the hell?
If it turns out that Trump had Jeffrey, I guess it would be Barr, right? Barr's would be the one that.
Well, Barr's daddy's connected to him too. His
daddy, you're one of them.
Daddy he could have killed him too. They all could have killed this man that did.
What are you going to do when all the crimes are out there right in front of you? You got to, and nobody's doing anything about it. It drives you crazy. You got to figure out why nobody's doing anything about it. The real reasons are too sad, so you got to come up with conspiracies.
Yeah.
So we got the history people coming in to talk to America about why Trump should be impeached, even though
the president will be on the computer making fun of the glasses or haircut or what. I mean, what's the point?
He's in Europe, so I don't know what the time difference is.
But
he can drink some of them British Cokes or whatever.
He's over there. His favorite place, the place he always talks so highly of, NATO. He's over there. That's going to go real well.
Is he just going to withdraw? Are we just out of NATO now?
Why would he? He said that's all he said. You better pay up. You better pay up. I'm getting out of it. There's no point. I'm getting out of course. Why would he not? And also that'll cover up. He don't care. People will be talking about that for the next week instead of, his little impeachment hearing. Wouldn't be surprised in the least if he gets up there and announces it.
I mean, Zelensky come out to give that interview, and he's like, you can't, we're supposed to be friends. You can't just withhold that stuff. I wasn't coming at from a place of no quid pro quo. But then Trump, if you're trying to say there might have been a quid pro quo, don't put the words no quid pro quo anywhere near what you're trying to say. Because that's all Trump's going to take out. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what he said. He could have said anything, and Trump would have said, President said, it's all great.
That's what, who's the man? I need to do a correction now. It's a candidate. I said he's from Texas, I think last week. He's from Louisiana.
Who are you apologizing to?
Whoever,
Which ones?
Some people are prideful where their hometown is, I just want to say I messed up. I didn't say something right. I try to tell the truth on here is what I'm saying.
You think he ever gets mixed up himself?
Of course he does. He's on TV every day saying something different.
Well, when I went back home to Alabama, I told them, I said, you great citizens of Georgia, I've talked to everyone. He's a Pat Buttram looking motherfucker.
Just watch your mouth on that, but yeah.
Mr. Douglas, I think it's Russia and Ukraine. What are you trying to sell me here? Is this from Russia or is it from Ukraine? Well,
why can't it be both?
From both of them.
I hear what you're saying, but why can't it be both?
It's two great tastes that taste great together.
I want it to be what the president says it is, and I also want it to be the truth, so it can be. Let's let it be both.
My question is, why does he care if it's the truth at this point?
I don't understand.
Who's pulling for that likes him?
Nobody.
Did somebody come up? You know what? You should have.
He's got an
audience. You should have told the truth on that one. Nobody says that to him.
The only person he's concerned about who's watching him is a damn, who. He don't give a damn. But everybody else going, why? Well, first off, why am I listening to him say that Ukraine did something that they didn't do over and over again? It's embarrassing to me, but obviously not to anybody else. It's embarrassing to me that the Republican Party, it don't exist no more. There ain't no such thing anymore. It's gone.
So Trump, what are some of his other lies? Let's think. Let's think real hard.
That's all he does is lie. It's hard to write. Your fingers get to hurting. I tell you what, I give these reporters lots of credit because my finger trying to write it down on a piece of paper, my fingers give out. He
did go to Afghanistan. Is that true?
He went on Thanksgiving, went to see the troops. I'm always going to support that. I don't care who it is. They sitting over there with their life at anything. A break of pace for them is good. So president should do that. I'm glad he did it.
It took him 3 years, though, right?
It took him 3 years, and also, it took him 3 years, and also he's in the middle of an impeachment, so it all, if I go there, they'll be talking about that on the news instead. Yes, sir. Well, let's go. I wouldn't put it past him, but still, I don't want to take anything away from him. I don't want to talk about that too much. I want to like to see it.
Wouldn't it be nice if you weren't suspicious of every good thing he did, which is like two things. What, the violence against Native, the disappearing Native American women act he signed? Like, what's the story on that? Let's prevent violence against Native. Like, what's he getting at? What's his take on this?
He went to Afghanistan. Here's something else. He said, like, got the peace settlement, talking to the Taliban, are ready to take care. And the Taliban comes back and says, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So, and it puts you in a position which I don't like being. I don't like being here. I don't want to trust the Taliban more than the damn United States President of the United States.
Listen, we do not like the Taliban.
No.
We do not like pedophiles, and we do not like Jeffrey Epstein.
Nope. Just quit bringing up.
And we do not like Donald J.H.
Well, hell no, we don't.
the President of the United States of America. Also, he met that hero dog. That was real, right? He didn't touch it.
It's an animal. He ain't going to touch an animal.
He ain't going to touch a dog.
No.
Listen, Pence got down there. He scritched that dog.
Well, Pence got a bunch of animals because we know that because the president was supposed to make fun of him and his family the whole time for having a rabbit and everything else they got.
Yeah, see, that's... How dare Pence show an actual ounce of humanity? Trump will beat that right back into him.
Oh, that's coming. Did you see him up there? Did you see him putting his hands all over it? Did you see it? Go wash your hands. That'll be the joke to him for the next month.
Wash your hands.
Did you wash your hands before you come in here?
Hey, where's your flea collar? Get a flea collar. Get a flea collar for Preacher Boy. Got a bunch of farm animals. Can't be alone with a woman other than his wife. He hasn't looked at a woman other than his wife in the face. Now I'm doing like Trump stand-up, which is pretty funny.
And probably accurate.
Hey, Indiana, go back to your goats. You didn't do an interview with that lady from... Dress her up like the reporter lady like you. Look, I'm not implying anything about Pence. I don't want to spread misinformation. There's enough of that. I want some truth. Let's get to the cold, hard truth of 2019 going on 2020. If we can't count on nothing, let's at least try to get to some damn truth. I don't even care if I don't like it. I'm happy to hear it.
What truth is there to like? I don't know of any.
Bullock dropped out of the Democratic race.
Yeah. Was he doing any good?
No. Do you remember him?
Vaguely. Which one? He was a governor. What was he?
He was governor of Montana.
Yeah.
He was sort of a centrist.
Well, he knew what probably wouldn't do any good if I didn't know who the hell it was, but he saw Biden with those no Malarkey buses coming out and said, I cannot compete with this.
Well, you know what? I mean, what have we been saying on here for the past 30 minutes? No malarkey.
No malarkey.
I mean, we didn't say it like that because we're not 116 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you are.
What? I know what he's saying when he says no malarkey.
I mean, sometimes we don't like it, but sometimes we are in awe of Donald Trump and his minions, not the cute kind, the terrible Stephen Miller kind, when they just double down in defiance of truth and freedom and a flow of information from the top down to the American people. They're against all that, but they do know how to double down. And Biden doubled down on this old codger thing. He doubled down on not making any sense at speeches. He doubled down on a couple of knuckles on Jill's fingers. People are blowing some of this out. Are people blowing some of this out of proportion? I'm not saying Joe Biden is the best candidate.
Well, hell no.
We are really good at going after our own people on the Democratic side.
Joe Biden on his worst day, and I'm telling you, that's going to be terrible if we have to end up seeing it. It ain't going to be good. It's going to be awful. Still, I'm going to say 100 times better than what we got in there right now.
On his worst day.
Worst day. I tell you, he'll be racist, sexist, put it all into one. How could he mush it all into one day just to work? I mean,
that's pretty bad.
Well, he'll do it.
You remember, Jackie, when we were Republicans and we'd sit on the other side and we'd laugh and laugh when they'd go after each other? Idiots. Ain't so funny now.
Well, no.
It's a primary. It's politics. You got to get in there. Pull your boxing gloves on. Twitter hates Pete Buttigieg. Hates him. Nobody likes Pete Buttigieg less than people on Twitter.
That is so fast. First, everybody likes him, don't come out of nowhere, and now everybody don't like him. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next. I don't have a clue.
Black people do not like Pete Buttigieg.
Well, that I've heard, yeah.
Mark Furman is polling better in South Carolina than Pete Buttigieg. Yeah. Pete Buttigieg is not catching on.
So what's the hell going to happen? He's going to take Iowa.
Yeah.
New Hampshire's going to be Bernie.
Sure.
And then South Carolina, that's going to be, there you go.
Uh-huh.
That's going to help a lot,
This is like grumpy old men when Kevin Pollak shows up. Something for the kids. The 35-year-old kids. Pete Buttigieg, yeah, he's maybe what should happen is Elizabeth Warren. What happened to Elizabeth Warren?
I don't know. That was it. Everybody decided there for a while. That's it. It's over. See you later. And that just,
Or is this a media narrative that we're playing into?
We're playing into it. They say, as soon as somebody says, had enough of this, then people start thinking, I guess I have had enough of this. All of that's with the other people, not Joe Biden, because you really have had enough of this. How many years has that been? But everybody else is like, well, I like her. Well, she ain't got a chance. There's no way she can. And I'm like, well, she can't. I don't know if she can win. Who's going to? Everybody tells you that. We don't know. I ain't seen talk to any of them. I ain't seen the bus drive by me or nothing.
You ain't seen the Malarkey bus?
I seen a picture of it. I ain't seen it drive mine.
What if we just elect Joe Biden president and just surround him with a bunch of other people who are like the equivalent of the Trump administration, but nice and competent?
That'd be all right. It'd be, Grandpa president,
Grandpa
president, which is not, Trump is old, but he ain't grandpa. He's something.
He's mean grandpa, but not the funny movie.
This is a grandpa that, will ask you to pull his finger, that sort of thing. This is grandpa president. And you got to put up with that.
Like every year when you see Grandpa President, Joe Biden, Grandpa President, he's in the front room when you go home for Thanksgiving. He's in there, and you go like, who's he talking to? And then every year it's a little bit worse. And like this year, it's like he's having a full-on conversation with somebody in there. Ain't nobody in there. You go in there and just, hey, mailbox is too far from the... I need to get those bushes, and I don't know. And he gets in there, digging around in the garage, looking for something he ain't owned in 30 years. Some sort of trimmer. I'm looking for those trimmers. You ain't owned those trimmers in 30 years. Oh, they're here somewhere. That's what he does all day. That'd be great.
I'd take that.
That's what Joe Biden does all day. And then meanwhile, Stacey Abrams is running the country.
I'm fine with that. Sign me up. Where'd I sign for that? Let's do that.
Just get every one of them that's running now. Just throw a bunch of job positions, write them on a piece of paper, throwing them up in the air, let people grab for them. There you go. They're running the whole show. You got the Klobuchars. Steve Bullock dropped out too fast. He could have been up there to be like some sort of sandy-haired, flinty uncle running transportation or something. But now he's gone back to hopefully run for senator or something. That's what Pete Buttigieg can do. He and Bernie can appear side by side and chide each other at cabinet meetings. It's never going to happen.
No.
I mean, what would Tulsi Gabbard do?
This Jackie Bros still, what is it that Cuomo says? Let's get, on CNN, Chris Cuomo, he goes, does he say it's a Cuomo factor? So I don't know what it is, but anyway, it says, let's get at it.
After it or at it?
After it. Let's get after it. At it. One of the two, right?
On it.
Let's get on it. Let's get after it. That's what it does. All right.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
And then get on it.
Yeah. We already
after it.
Get
at it.
After it, on it,
at it.
Cuomo. After it, on it, at it. Cuomo. Yeah. We did that the first part of it, though. This is the sponsor part. I don't know why it made me think.
That was another thing I was going to think about, lies. I couldn't figure out the other lies thing I was going to think about. Tucker Carlson lying every night. What's he say? First he said he was on the side of Russia. Then he said that was just a joke.
He's joking.
Which it could be.
Yeah.
Until it ain't no more.
And then he said Putin basically loves America more than...
If Putin bought Fox News, who would quit?
He's already gone.
Yeah. I've got to stay here and be the voice of reason. That was me doing Chris Wallace.
Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
I would love to leave. I don't like cashing these checks from Putin, but somebody's got to stay here and be the voice of reason.
Yeah. God bless you, Chris. Good man. Good man. Well, I'll tell you what, this is part of the thing we do here where we do local sponsors here in Murfreesboro. This is how we keep a computer running. This is how, is it tape? What is it? It's a computer thing.
Loads of tape. We got so many tapes.
I know there's wires, tapes, and computer, all this stuff, and microphones cost a little bit, so we need to do local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We have some great restaurants, great ideas, great just, what he calls it, stop-ups, pop-ups, mop-ups, right? And all of these here in Murfreesboro, and if you live here, you know about this stuff, or you're going to find out about this stuff, we appreciate you listening. If you just don't live here, you have to be traveling through, you're going to get a lot of ideas, a lot of suggestions by listening to Murfreesboro local sponsors. We also have, what is it called on the what? It's a page. What is it?
Patreon.
Yep. And people get on there. That helps us as well.
Yep. If on the Patreon page,
yeah,
you give us $5 or more a month, which we're not. I'm just saying some people do. That's it. I'm not even suggesting that you do. I'm just saying that we got a Patreon page, patreon.com, State Update. Some people, of their own free will, we didn't tell them to.
No.
I mean, we ask them.
Well, I asked them, but we didn't like it.
Give us $5 or more a month. And if you do that, then we have an extra podcast we do every week.
20 minutes.
20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. That's what it's called.
Get that, yeah.
We just put up a best of some of them so you can hear what they're like.
The people the $5 people are suggested the ones that, and we took their opinion and put it up there for, they said give it for free. They said go ahead. So that's what we did.
We got another one coming up later on this week. We put one up over on the Redneck Matinee page. So I'm just saying, it's not even a suggestion. It's just, I'm just telling you what's happening.
Yeah.
Over on patreon.com/Red State Update. And Redneck Matinee is another podcast that we do about your favorite Southern movies. Sometimes it takes us a while to do them. We just put up a bonus episode pulled from a 20 extra minutes where we talked for an hour almost about Breaker star.
Well,
the great John L.
I'd say,
we did a whole episode on Breaker.
Supporting role, maybe.
Starring Chuck Norris and his co-star, the great John L. Didn't make the cut on that episode because it was
too much.
So much.
Fascinating gentleman.
And there's a link over on the Patreon page. I forgot about this. Where we put up a bunch of pictures and links and clips of stories and stuff that you can look at. Pictures of him and his giant cat.
His big cat, yeah.
So that is Redneck Matinee. That is Patreon. That is that it?
That's it. That one we're affiliated with, 100 Ways to
Love a Cat.
Love a Cat.
I don't know if they do. Also, it's Christmas time. We have a couple of Christmas albums out there. Santa Israel.
Yep.
That's on Spotify. You can download it at CD Baby.
Yep. And there's Merry Twistmas Part 2, which it's the official, right? Didn't they get back to us, some lawyers?
No.
No? Okay. So we can't say that. Okay. It's the unofficial, still, sequel to the great Conway Twitty's A Merry Twistmas, him and Twitty Bird, yeah.
Now you can get that on Apple Music, Spotify, all the music places. You can download them on CD Baby. I guess you can buy it on iTunes. It may be free.
I think it's on the baby
I think if you like MP3s, I think those are free. Go to Spotify. Also, I think they're all up on YouTube if you listen to your music on YouTube.
Yeah. We get all that out of the way. I'm ready to do my sponsor now.
Well, Jackie, I'd love to hear it.
Well, I got a good sponsor this week. I tell you what, this is an exciting time. Of course, holidays, Christmas, I get excited. Everybody gets a little excited. A little depressed this particular year, but still, you gotta really look hard for that excitement. You gotta find it and fill your heart with joy. And I tell you what,
let me not derail you, but just quickly, let me just say one more thing you can add to the sins of Donald J. H. Trump is the fact that every year when people get post-Christmas depression, holidays are over, everybody's sad, everybody's battling demons these days. nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just saying we all got a tough road to hoe. And then there's an extra layer on that where you just maybe getting out of something, maybe just climbing up out of something, and you just happen to look at a newspaper rack, if you can find one of those these days, and you see the face of that president. Say it, Jackie.
Shit.
Excuse
my language. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. It's a holiday too.
And he sets you back. He sets you back. We got a president that sets you back. That's all I'm going to say. It's a tough extra layer on that tough road to hoe. We already got a president who sets you back. Sorry, Jackie, go ahead.
No, you had to get it out there. I'm glad someone addressed this, or what you call elephant in the room. Let's get it out there. But I tell you what, if
we're sick.
Well,
as a country.
We are.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't want to be ableist. I'm just saying he ain't making it no easier.
No, hell no, he ain't.
He may be the cause of a lot of it. Now, we have some sins that do go back 400 years or so.
And we're being reminded of those regularly now because some people seem to,
be okay with them.
Yeah.
About half the country. Go ahead, Jackie. Take it away.
All right. If you need a little break, you want to get away from all the doldrums and the Christmas blues, you need to get it on the radio. You need to get it on WMurpho 1670. That's my sponsor today. Can you believe they're finally my sponsor? I listened to this station for years and years. And now they are officially my sponsor.
You get on there, you do swap and shop.
Oh, it's just the best station ever. It's my favorite.
Dedications, Valentine's Day dedications.
Yep, absolutely. And, of course, it's extra special around this time of year because that's when everybody's calling in. That's when everybody's excited to let their voice be heard for Murfreesboro Christmas #1. The #1 song in Murfreesboro on Christmas every year. I get excited about this. I still do.
I can't even believe it's that time of year for the Murfreesboro Christmas #1.
We're heading that way. We're going to get in that direction. And I tell you what, there's always some great contenders, always some great Christmas songs and new ones every year. And I tell you what, Dunlap, I know this ain't got nothing to do. I'm not doing the sponsor right now. I'm stepping away from, this has nothing to do with WMurpho 1670 and Murfreesboro Christmas #1. Well, it has to do with it, but this is me talking, not doing a sponsor. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to be in the running. I think we got to find a Christmas song. We got more than a few, but this is my particular favorite. It's Christmas on an Island with a Martian and Gorilla. That's by us here, yours truly. And I'm not telling you to vote for that. This ain't part of the sponsor, but I'm saying, wouldn't it be an honor? Can you imagine such a thing if that song ever became
it's sort of a dream come true.
It would be something else. It's on one of them Christmas albums.
Why that one? Why'd you pick that one? What about Christmas Crow?
There's Christmas Crow. That's a good one. I like that one. I just think that
Christmas Sandwich.
Martian and Gorilla, that's the most things. See, it's just Christmas Crow. This one has a Martian and a gorilla on an island, too, location. It's just got something for everybody, I think.
You're right.
Christmas. That's the reason I picked that one. Everybody got a little something they like. If you like an animal, if you like outer space, if you like, just being on the island somewhere, whatever that is, that's fine. And you love Christmas, that's the most important thing. That's a song for you, I think. But I'm just saying, I ain't saying vote for us.
Are we in the running?
Well, I don't know if we're officially in the running.
How do they choose the Christmas #1 every year? Is it just the song they play the most requested?
Well, it used to
sales and airplay and digital downloads. And what about Spotify? How does that factor?
I don't know how all Murpho 1670 used to be. You call up, you just say, I want that one or whatever. But I don't know. I'm sure they got computer ways and different ways of doing it. This time, I ain't up on all that. I don't know. So you need to talk to them, I guess. But I'll call him, and they'll still take your call if you won't call him. He's happy to talk to you. He talked to you on the phone for a little bit.
What's the phone number?
It's WMurpho. He says it, and I can't even think of it. He says it right there.
I can hear it. It's call us up there. It's 1-931.
But it's got Murpho at the end.
931. What is it?
It's on the tip of my tongue. If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. He says it at the end of everything. Anyhow, we'll get that number for you.
It used to be 615, but I think they moved their offices out towards McMinnville.
McMinnville area? That's what I heard too, yeah.
But the tower's still in Murfreesboro, so.
Yeah. Well, it's a great radio station no matter where it's at. I love listening to it.
931. Murpho.
1670.
I've heard it a million times. I don't know why I'm blanking on it.
I'm blanking on it too. He says it every time. He said, call it. Like he's begging you to call him. He wants you to call him, because you got to fill time when you're doing that sort of job. That's a hard job. That job, talking on the radio, people think, oh, that ain't nothing. No, it's a hard job. That's a tough job.
Can you imagine doing that for years and years, just talking and talking?
No, hell no. I couldn't think of it. I wouldn't even think of it. I couldn't do it.
I think you'd start repeating yourself after a certain amount of time.
At a certain amount of time, you got no choice. But he been on W. Murphy 1670 for now, 30 years, something like that.
I feel like I grew up with him.
Yeah, me too. Bless his heart. But I tell you what, we got some great contenders this year for Murfreesboro Christmas #1. And so keep your ears on for some of these songs. We ain't legally allowed to play them. Is that correct?
We don't have the rights yet.
You don't have the rights. We're working on that. We'd be happy to play them. Maybe we can play them for you later on once we talk to some of these people how that works. We don't have a lawyer no more, do we?
We'd have to dig one up. But I think we're recording this on Cyber Monday, so maybe I can find a deal.
All right. Well, just keep your ears open about it. I'm just curious how to do it, because I'd love to play some of these. I tell you what, one song I'd love to play on here is Candy Cane Puddles. Candy Cane Puddles by Nick Primo and the Glue Boys. Good song. Good Christmas song, I think.
Have they ever had a Christmas #1 before?
I think this would be the first time for them, from what I understand. That's what they said on W. Murphy 1670. They said, got somebody new to the, we're coming in strong.
Are they local?
I think two of them are from Smyrna.
Well, that ain't.
But there's 4 in it, though, so it's half and half, I guess.
Yeah.
Candy Cane Puddles, Nick Primo and the Glue Boys. And also, now this is a fun song. I like this one here a lot. Christmas Hot Sauce by the Hickory Grove Suspenders. That's a good song. That's one of them funny songs, sort of funny when somebody getting hot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I like, it's always funny to me when you burn something in a song on yourself, So that's a good one, especially when you're at Christmas, and it's that much better. That's Christmas Hot Sauce.
That's why when you hear foreigners hot-blooded, you just crack up.
Yeah, it just makes you think of something just
boiling up inside you.
Ow, my finger. Yeah, something hot. Yep, that's Christmas Hot Sauce by the Hickory Grove Suspenders. And I tell you what, this is another good one. We got in the running. This is what this here. This is what to hear. Word on the street, word on the W. Murphy 1670. These are the top contenders.
They're not guaranteeing.
Not
these
guaranteed.
Will be in
we don't know. People going
to
have
But they're saying
to vote.
These look like they got odds on these.
These are the ones that say look
out for. The bookmakers are saying, well, here's what we think about the Hickory Grove Suspenders. They're like 8-1.
Yeah, keep your eyes open.
I don't understand gambling.
Well, I don't either, but it's Backwards Christmas Tree is the name of that song. That's a good one. That's by Cubby Free.
Wait a minute.
What?
Cubby Free's the DJ. He can't put his own song in the Christmas #1.
He ain't going to vote for it. Why can't he not?
It just seems untoward.
What do you mean it's untoward? I felt bad about talking about our song because I wanted to be in the running.
But he does this every year. He goes off it and he never wins.
Well, I want to hear what he wants to do with it. I want to hear his Christmas song. If he's done this for 30-something years and done nothing but listen to other people's Christmas song that has accumulated in his brain, I want to hear how that comes out. I want to hear Backwards Christmas Tree. I want to hear it again. I heard a little of it. It's good, but I want to hear it again now that I think about it. I think Cubby Free, it's not like he's telling you to vote for that when he's just saying, I got that song in it. You call in and tell me whichever one you like.
He told you it was bubbling under. I mean, he give you the list of these songs.
Well,
and you're saying he's bubbling under. It's just like the narrative of the primaries. You just Pete Buttigieg'd him.
What?
You Buttigieg'd him. Cubby Free. All right, I'll listen to it.
Backwards Christmas Tree.
I like it when DJs record songs because they're always reciting something.
And Disco Duck.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean funny.
I mean, okay, all right, Cubby Free.
Let's hear it.
Except you accepted this challenge. You got to top Disco Duck, so bring it on.
All right, I'm ready to hear it. I'm also ready to hear Across the Street from Rudolph by Jillian Cherries. That's it. That's just those songs. Those are the ones that
bubbling under.
Bubbling under there.
So just to recap, that's
Across the Street from Rudolph by Jillian Cherries.
Uh-huh.
Backwards Christmas Tree by W. Murphy's 1670's very own Cubby Free. Christmas Hot Sauce by the Hickory Grove Suspenders. And Candy Cane Puddles by Nick Primo and the Glue Boys.
I can't wait to. Hopefully, we'll get to hear a taste of.
Well, we gotta get. We just.
It's a shame we can't play them tonight.
Well, you got to do some legal. We got to talk to people and make sure.
I'm gonna get online. Find me a special on a lawyer.
We're looking into it, and hopefully, for the holidays get past us, we can play some of these songs, and we give them a listen on here,
and
so
hopefully
y'all can hear.
We can get the Murfreesboro #1.
I just say it'd be nice to be in the running. Is all. I'm not saying it could be us. I'm just saying it'd be, it'd be an
if
honor.
Cubby Free can construct a whole contest to try to get a little bit of fame, these local DJs, they can never get enough fame.
Well, all I'm saying is, when it comes to Christmas songs, me and you, we contributed to that. We tried to help that along.
We did. Listen, and if you're out there, and you're on a radio station, forget what I just said about local DJs. Play those songs. You can get them any way you want them. We'll send you a CD. Do we have any of those?
I don't think I have any of those.
No, we never make those. Okay, so just download them.
However you do that, yeah.
Jackie, I got a sponsor this week that I think you're really going to like. It's Christmas time. Did you notice?
Huh?
Well, Thanksgiving's over. Thanksgiving come late. It's done December. You were throwing out a turkey carcass and thinking about, where am I going to set that tree on fire? That's how close they come together this year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's December. Done December. That'd be a good Christmas song.
Done December.
Well, it's done December and I ain't bought nothing.
Yeah, that's good. I think it might be too late to get it in the running for Murfreesboro Christmas #1, because, but maybe next year. Something to shoot for.
Well, it's done December, Jackie, and I ain't bought nothing, as the song goes. And if you're out there looking for the special gift to give your niece or nephew, or I guess you can have kids yourself, your son, your daughter, your parents, aunts, uncles, cousins.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Just say family.
Just all your family. Bring them on down.
Families, yeah.
Jackie, because this is an important verse I'd like to share with you, and it's from the Bible. Because at this time of year, if you can't share the Bible, you might as well not share.
That's the whole point of it, yeah.
Nothing at all.
That's the whole point. Reason for the season is part of it's the Bible.
The greatest gift God ever gived. Oh, wait. Sorry.
What?
The greatest miracle.
Okay.
Sorry, we should cut that part out.
What part?
Where I said gifts instead of miracle. It'll make more sense here in a minute. I thought I could wing it, but I need to read. The greatest gift miracle. Oh, it's gift miracle. The greatest gift miracle that God ever gave was the fact that Jesus' donkey lived.
What?
That's right, folks. It's December, and guess who's come back to town?
Jesus' donkey?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think you were listening,
No,
honestly.
I was. No, I remember. They do it. Yeah. I've seen it before. It's been a while, but yeah. They still doing that?
I mean, if you had the actual donkey that had survived since biblical times,
Well,
why would you not bring him throughout the Southeast every December?
Well, I thought it was something. I don't know if it's an actual truth. It's a story to tell children of Jesus' donkey, and you learn scripture through it, and it's like talking Christmas tree or something like that. But it's nice to have. Yeah, it's a
2,000-year-old donkey.
No,
Jackie.
I don't know.
It was there.
It's old. If it's the same one I saw a few years ago, it's an old donkey. It looks like it's about to keel over. Yes,
Yeah,
but
that's him.
No, it ain't.
Or her. I mean, it's hard to tell when they get that old. And listen, I got something else to tell you, Jackie. This donkey was there at the birth, so we don't even know how old it is.
They rode it there. Joseph and Mary rode it there, and then she had the baby. The donkey got him there.
That was Joseph's donkey. He's dead. This is Jesus' donkey. He was there in the stable, and Jesus commanded him to follow him, and he stuck with him all these years. And I'm just assuming something rubbed off of Jesus onto the donkey that caused him to live this long. Or it was a gift miracle from God.
I don't know if it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. It's like that museum in Kentucky that you go see. It helps you read the Bible. It ain't real. It ain't the actual 2,000-year-old donkey. It's a the story.
I talked to the dusty old drifter who drives the donkey through the Southeast every Christmas time.
Yeah.
And he showed me a piece of paper. It said it was authenticated by historians.
What?
He said he takes it
There ain't no papers from the Bible times that's saying that donkey's Jesus' donkey.
He has a stack of 2,000 papers, and he takes it every year to have that donkey checked out by a historian and a veterinarian.
Look.
And they said this is Jesus' donkey. Our mayor, Jesus' skeleton, come down and checked out Jesus' donkey.
Well,
and he said it looked pretty good to him.
And he's the one who is admitted, I'm pretty sure he knows he's just in a suit. He's in what is it? You've got a costume on. And he just goes back. He ain't the real.
Yes, you're right, Jackie.
But so that, in the same respect, it's fine if the intentions are good, if you're helping people learn the gospel and telling the story or whatever, that's fine. Jesus' donkey is as good a way to do that as any, especially around Christmas time.
Look, I think you're mixing up two completely separate stories.
Wow.
Jesus' skeleton is not Jesus' actual skeleton that was in his body.
That went to heaven. I understand
when Jesus went up to heaven, his skeleton went with him. Jesus' skeleton is a skeleton that Jesus owned.
I know the story of this, but it ain't necessarily a real story. It's just helpful. He ain't that's a man. The current mayor of Murfreesboro is a man wearing a skeleton outfit.
That's true. And we don't know exactly who it is.
Exactly. That's the point. He ain't really the skeleton wasn't Jesus' skeleton, because that went to heaven. It was a skeleton that Jesus touched or brushed by accident, come to life, helped the lepers with him when he danced. Dancing, yes.
Yep.
I know the story, but I'm just saying, he ain't that actual thing, just like this donkey, as old as it may look and appear to be, or actually be. It ain't necessarily, it ain't 2,000 years old.
Well, that's where you're wrong. It is 2,000 years old.
There ain't no donkey 2,000 years old. I'm sorry.
The greatest gift miracle that God ever gave is the fact that Jesus' donkey lived. It's there in the Bible.
I don't know if that's actually in the Bible. It's in it
was on a piece of paper. He wrote it out. He said, I want you to read this. He reached into, he carries a Bible with him.
It's in Sunday school class, like a pamphlet or something. It ain't in the Bible.
I mean, it was stuck in his Bible.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
And there was like some cigarette butts in there and
I ain't trying
to boutonniere. He said that prom was the greatest night of his life.
You got to understand, I ain't trying to discredit this. I think you should take your children to go see Jesus' donkey. I remember seeing it a few years back. Go see it. It's something to see. It's a donkey. It's a donkey, old donkey.
A lot of kids don't know what a donkey is.
What?
And here's the other thing that the dusty old drifter told me was that just because this donkey has lived for 2,000 years, don't mean it's going to live forever. So you need to get in there and see them pretty quick because it's 2,000 years old. They could go at any time.
The donkey I saw, of course, they can get a different donkey every time, too. The donkey I saw a few years back when they was doing it, there's no way that donkey's still alive. It can't be the same one. Because that donkey didn't make it another month after that, I'm telling you.
Was it like a minute or two between breaths?
It was about there. He was up in age. It's an old donkey. I grew up on the farm. The animal, he ain't going to be around much longer. It's just I could see it and know that stuff,
This is it. That's the one.
It can't be. I'll go see it. I like I said, I like the little thing they do, and they tell the story, and how do they say it? What's
the greatest gift, miracle that God ever gave is the fact that Jesus' donkey lived.
Yeah, I like that, and they have a little thing, and the wise men come out, and it's a little show.
They play the fanfare with he's got it on a tape.
Yeah.
Plays the trumpets.
It's good.
He says, you scared the shit out of this donkey, but I can't hear a thing no more.
I'll go see it, and I guarantee you I'll be able to tell that ain't the same one that from before. But I'm happy to go see it and support it. I think it is good sponsor, but don't say it like this. Say, they say, or the Dusty Old Drifter says that you don't say it, because then people going to listen to this and think,
listen,
they
Jack,
full of it.
Why can we not just accept the truth? It's 2020. People want the truth. People want... Oh, I guess they don't. They want faith. They want to believe some horse shit. All right, well, come on out and say it's donkey.
Yeah, Jesus is donkey. That's the way. Well, don't say it like that, but...
Say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to
Jackie.
Yeah?
What'd you think about Joe Biden talking about his hairy legs?
I don't think about it about as much as whatever else he said. That don't seem out of line from him. I'm just going to say it's out of line. Nobody wants to hear him talk about that, but I mean that's
on
just...
On the one hand, it's not out of line, and on the other hand, it is out of line.
I don't... Why?
So that's not a good place to be. You know what? Don't listen to us. We're not smart. We don't understand politics anymore. We're not here to tell you who to vote for. If you like Joe Biden, vote for. If you hate Joe Biden, vote for whoever you don't hate.
No, if he gets a nomination, I'd say go ahead and vote for him. I'd say.
Definitely vote for him over
but
Trump.
Right now,
right now, I'm not.
Nobody. I don't really care.
I have no idea. I wish I knew the path to victory. I don't know that.
That I sure as hell.
I mean, what do you think it is? I don't know. Pete, you get Pete in there?
I don't know either.
I'm not 100% on that.
I ain't either.
You get Elizabeth Warren in there. She starts appealing to people.
Maybe
her mother was disappointed in her when she got divorced.
Well, yeah.
I mean, everybody can relate to that.
That's true.
Well, what about damn old Amy Klobuchar? Well,
I'd be fine with her. If she started the surge, I'd be like, all right, good. Is Klobuchar better than Biden?
I mean, I usually understand what she's talking about.
Yeah. And she ain't going to be talking about her legs or hair on whatever.
No, she ain't.
What's the worst she does? She eat a salad with a comb?
Yell at some people?
Yeah.
Would you rather have somebody yells at some people that works for them or touches some people that works for them?
Yelling.
Yeah. The worst are the yell touchers.
This isn't an official endorsement. I just want to make that
No, we're
clear.
not saying. No. Who would you rather have? Somebody you can understand what they're saying, but you don't like it, or somebody you can't understand what they're saying and you might like it?
What?
Ah, shit. I'm Bidening out.